As the old year fades and the final days slip away like sand through an ancient hourglass, the ancients knew a quiet truth about true renewal. It does not come with noise or force or hurried resolution. It comes when we allow what is old to gently fall away. Listen as we remember how. In the shadowed antechambers of forgotten temples, where torchlight once danced upon walls etched with ancient star maps, humanity has long understood that true renewal never arrives unannounced. It demands preparation, not of haste or striving, but of subtle release, a quiet shedding in the final hours before the wheel turns once more. Across epochs and cultures, as daylight waned toward the longest night, people turned inward. They sensed that the soul, like stone smoothed by winter rivers, must be readied in stillness to receive the returning light. Their preparation was rarely a spectacle for crowds. It was an inner turning, slow as the sap sleeping in bare branches. In the spirit of ancient mystery schools, initiates contemplated hidden principles, mentalism, correspondence, vibration, allowing them to settle like dust in a sealed chamber. They knew polarity must resolve and unity emerge before fresh illumination could imprint itself upon the heart. Echoing Pythagorean teachings on harmony and number, seekers sat in silence as the year dimmed. They listened for lingering dissonances within. The unresolved echoes of joys clung to, sorrows unexamined, desires still grasping. Only when heard without judgment could these notes dissolve, retuning the inner instrument for the greater music about to stir. Along sacred rivers like the Nile, where temples aligned to capture the solstice sunrise, priests performed ablutions of purification. Cool water washed away the dust of the old cycle, the faint lapping against stone carrying it outward. Temples filled with lotus and frankincense, yet beneath lay a cleaner scent, absence becoming space, space becoming readiness for the sun's return. In traditions like the Eleusinian Way, seekers prepared through days of fasting, silence, and barefoot pilgrimage. They allowed hunger and quiet to hollow them gently, the way wind shapes stone over ages. Pebbles pressed into souls as small reminders, all things composite must one day unbind. Their discipline was surrender, to carry emptiness without fear, for only the empty vessel welcomes the wine of vision. In Mesoamerican worlds, where great cycles of time were tracked with precision, the close of an era called for sacred fire and incense. Copal smoke rose, carrying away the old count, honoring zero not as void, but as polished readiness, the mirror reflecting nothing, therefore capable of reflecting all. Return, then, to these waning days before the new year dawns. Notice how the light slants lower, how shadows lengthen like fingers loosening their hold. The preparation asked now is ancient, yet ever new. Find a place where air moves slowly, perhaps where a single candle flickers or cool night air brushes the skin. Feel the weight of what was carried, triumphs grown heavy, losses still tender, and let breath become the gentle broom. Old resonances may rise, like mist from warmed earth, a forgotten promise, a lingering judgment, a dream once held too tightly. Do not bind them with names, simply watch them pass, as clouds drift before the moon without changing its face. Each passing leaves finer silence, clearer space. Beneath the ribs, something vast and patient waits. Not impatient for tomorrow, but deeply attentive to this precise unburdening. It stirs when room is granted, uncoiling softly like smoke from a dying ember, carrying the faint scent of what has always been true. No ritual objects are required, no words need be spoken aloud. The preparation is this: consent to the emptying. Trust that what falls away was never essence, only scaffolding. Trust that its removal reveals the sanctuary already standing, luminous in quiet readiness. When the final traces drift free, perhaps on this night, perhaps in the soft hour before dawn, the inner chambers will stand open, swept by invisible hands. Light will enter not as conquest, but as recognition, finding nothing foreign, only itself, returning home. And in that moment, renewal will not feel like arrival. It will feel like remembering. The wheel turns, yes, but only because the center has grown still enough to allow it. Linger here. The preparation is almost complete. What remains is already yours, waiting beneath the last thin veil of what must be allowed to pass. Breathe once more and carry this stillness forward. May the turning be gentle.